things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway to nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps forward, and I just need gotta go. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you. You niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway to nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about 3 steps forward, and I just need gotta go. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
Yo.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's up? Get y'all funky ass up. We got Sub with the glasses on. We focused this morning. We are not playing. We focused and we got some stuff to talk about. Wake up, get your funky ass up. What's up, y'all? Yo, it's looking a little, I don't know, I'm saying it's looking a little better. It's looking a little rainy still. Let me see what's going on, because it's wet out here this morning, man.
Yeah.
It's wet, man. I don't know, man. Actually, it's not going to rain. All right, let's say mostly sunny. All right, there's no rain today, at least in our forecast what it's looking like, but it's going to be about 84 today.
Yeah, that sun's going to be coming up.
Which means it's going to be about 87, feeling like about 90 out here in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And whatnot, man. What's up, man? It's crazy, man. Good morning. What's up, Travis, Gina? What's good with y'all, man? What is good with the family? Man?
Yo, Scout said Knicks in 5, bro.
Well, I didn't think they were going to win in 5 anyway, man.
Morning, Aaron.
He was just
he said Knicks in 5. You know, I was pulling for him. I thought the Knicks was gonna get him out of there. But see, that's what I'm saying about the Knicks. And I don't know if they think that's cute to be getting beat by 20 plus points and losing every game by damn near 20.
That's insane.
I don't get it, yo. Like, I don't get it. That's not even appealing to me. I don't want a squad that's getting ran down on. And I like the Knicks, yo. Mo said, good morning. Boring weather here in Jersey. Yeah, Mo, I ain't even gonna lie, man. Once I got out of Jersey, yo, I start realizing, man, Jersey like the bottom of the barrel with the weather, man.
Big shout out to all the graduates. I saw a lot of Rutgers graduates yesterday. I didn't get to see it, but looks like there were some graduates. I saw Kane University graduates. Big shout out to all of them. Whoever walked the stage yesterday, big shout out to my niece, Michaela Dawkins.
Shout out, Michaela.
Yes, indeed. Man, big shout out to my man Ant Harrison, man. Big shout out, man. Seen him with the Kane U cap and gown on. Who else was doing something? I mean, whoever I missed, I'm not trying to miss you, but congratulations. You know,
hey, Natalie. Jason said Knicks better win game 6, if not Boston in 7. Knicks just looked crazy last night. Like, and I don't know if they think that's appealing to the fan. If I'm a Knicks fan, I'm cursing them out. All that you want to get back to the garden, like stuff is guaranteed. That ain't guaranteed, brother. That ain't guaranteed. Y'all gonna go back to Boston. Go back to New York. And Jaylen Brown. What's his name? What's his name over there?
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown. My bad. Jaylen Brown gonna go score 60 points. Be had 60 points of y'all, and people gonna be like, "What happened?" Like he can't do that,
The problem, Derek White.
man. That nigga. That's what I'm saying. You sleep on the players that you sleep on, and they be the ones really crushing y'all and killing y'all.
Yep.
Crushing y'all and killing y'all. Okay, congratulations, niece. I see what you're saying, Gina. My niece with her masters at Rutgers. Congratulations, niece. Yeah, it's a lot of graduates, man. I like to see that, man. I like to see that because they try to make it seem like our children don't care about education no more. Like education is a thing of the past or something. I just like to see it, man. I like to see it. I love it, man. I love it. Keep up the good work. Keep chasing them goals, them dreams. Go for it, man. Hey,
Indeed.
Kim. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Man, we got a lot of crazy stories going on, man. I mean, and it's crazy because I want to bring this up, yo. Like, I'm not saying I'm no psychic. You know what I want to real quick, Fly. That's good. Keep it there. If I didn't just talk about this stuff, right? And I said this when he got stabbed. If it come out that he innocent, what's gonna happen? And the very next day, his appellate team is
His
pushing for
what?
an immediate
His,
pardon.
his what?
His appellate team.
Okay, that's what.
Like you got lawyers and appellate team. So
Yeah,
your appellate team is the ones that put the appeal, and you got appellate
right,
teams that
right.
just focus.
I'm picking it up. I'm picking up what you
Yeah,
putting
you
down. I
got
didn't know
teams
what
that
you
just focus completely on the appeal. Like you could get lawyers to do that too, but you could get a whole team where they don't focus on nothing but the appeal process, right?
Gotcha.
And they said they was gonna let the normal process take course. They wasn't gonna say nothing. They wasn't gonna blow it up in the media. They said, but due to the current situations that then occurred with Tory Lanez, they pushing for immediate pardon. And I think like this, yo, the way they broke it down yesterday, yo, his whole team and the stuff that they was talking about as far as not just that he got railroaded, but the prosecutor, the judge, it seemed like they all was against him. Like it's a lot of key things that they never gave him. So basically, Tory Lanez didn't really get through process in the judicial system and ended up getting 10 years, which he should have never got 10 years because, for one, he's not a citizen of the United States, right? He's never been in trouble. How the hell do you give him all these enhancements to get 10 years to go to a maximum security prison? So y'all railroaded him the whole time, and by y'all putting him in a maximum security prison, it seems like y'all was setting him up to die. Just my opinion.
So they could turn around like this was a whole plot to kill this man.
Now that I'm looking at it, I didn't look at it like this before, sir.
I got
Right?
some
But
video,
now
E.
that real quick, Fly, now that I'm looking at what they're saying about the prosecutor, right? They're not just talking about Megan and Kelsey. They talk about the prosecutor. They talk about the judge, right? And then for him to end up in a maximum security prison with gang enhancements and stuff like that, he wasn't supposed to get these enhancements. Tory Lanez was supposed to get up to 1 to 3 years and end up getting 10 years.
Mm, it's crazy.
This is the type of stuff they do to people, though. And when you got lawyers, first of all, we know California judicial system. We know they one of the most corrupt in the world. We know they the people that ran Rampart, all this stuff. They got the what's the sheriffs out there that was the gang members that they just dismantled. California is the worst. California is the worst. But if it comes, fuck it, if it comes out, it's done came out now. So I can pretty much say I predicted this. It's coming out now that he may be innocent. Boy, if he is innocent, the state of California about to pay that nigga about $1 billion, man. plus getting stabbed and almost losing your life.
Wow.
Man, y'all never had no reason to send me to jail anyway.
How they said he doing? Is he all right?
He all right. Well, his father put it. He all right. He in good spirits. He just happy he ain't die.
Oh, okay.
His father gave the best speech imaginable that a father could give.
Thought, the little bit I listened to, I really thought the man was coming home yesterday. I was like, well, if this is the case, what are we waiting for to let this man come on home?
But see, this is the thing I was trying to say. Like, they be needing these processes to go through. So when I heard the lawyers and them say, we was going to let the appeal process go through. But now it's against, it's not working in our favor to let that happen. We need to push for immediate release because his life is not guaranteed. The day 2 days prior, he just said, yeah, umbrellas, I'll be home shortly. It's some new evidence in the case and whatever the case may be. And 2 days later, he gets stabbed up and then they lose his life. It's starting to seem like a system got something going on, man. Oh, we got some new people in here. Eugene, Chris, what's up, man? Knicks have no chance against Indiana playing like that. Hey, Eugene, brother, I agree with you 100%, man. The Knicks can't be in there playing like Boo Boo the Fool because they look goofy, man.
Hopefully they see Indiana. That boy from Marietta,
yeah, right. Hopefully they make it.
From Marietta, Georgia, Jaylen Brown might. Nope. Just don't let the Knicks lose this game 6. Because if they lose game 6, I agree with Jay.
You know my thing with the Knicks, yo, and the Knicks fans, right? They are super ecstatic. But I don't hear nobody saying, man, y'all be getting beat by 20 points the whole game. Everybody happy because they're getting to the next level. Y'all want them to continue playing like this through the rest of the playoffs?
I mean, Knicks fans get excited, man. I know what it's like to be up there this time of year, man. The Knicks fans, they go crazy. But the Knicks is doing something, props to them. I just hope they don't mess it up.
Yeah, man. But like I said, not to get, be jumping from top to top. I really feel sorry for Tory now, yo.
I got some video.
Because in my mind, it was like, yo, it's a possibility he might have could have did that. But now that they got the whole evidence and it's 100% chance that he never held that gun in his hand, what the hell is going on, yo? This what y'all doing to our people? This is a regular case, and that's why I say, yo, people get set up in our community every day, yo. Every day, and some people, there's nothing they could do about it. Only reason Tory able to get this type of response is because he got the brain. It's mad people going through this Tory situation. We get set up and railroaded every day, yo. I actually just want to, I feel sorry for the nigga now, man. Eugene, Chris, I'm going to keep saying that because I think I might know who you are. But he said, free Tory, Megan not credible. I don't think she's credible either. I think this might backfire against Megan. Because it come out that she lied and she knowingly knew that Tory Lanez didn't shoot her. She going to prison, yo, for perjury. He went to trial.
That's what I was thinking.
She going to jail for perjury. She perjured herself, and she caused another innocent man to go to jail and then lose his life. I don't know why she thinking this. People be thinking this jail shit a game. She about to find out the real hard way. And the girl Kelsey, the one who really shot her, who they saying shot her, right? She's so smart, she'll never go to jail. She'll never go to jail because she got a clause where they can't use nothing she said against her.
That's crazy.
They can't use nothing she say against her, yo.
You can't fly and play the video.
Yeah, fly.
The New York Post recently reached out to the prior district attorney, George Gascon, Megan Pete and her representatives, and Kelsey Harris and her representatives. The only party that responded last week was Megan Pete's representatives with a request for more information. A few days later, Mr. Peterson's brutally attacked in his jail cell. Unite the People represents Daystar Peterson in his appellate process. We filed an appellate brief and a writ of habeas corpus on his behalf.
In words, y'all can act like I ain't say habeas corpus. First of all, we got a real going around. We got a real going around right now with me talking about habeas corpus. If I'm not 10 steps ahead of the game, I don't know. I'm just talking. Like I said, I don't know everything. But a
This
nigga
is a
definitely went
very
and got
much
on his
fact.
good foot.
This is a fact, Ekim. I
Right?
had no idea. Soon as you said the word habeas corpus, I asked you about it. I'm like, yo, habeas corpus. And then
Yo, you
all
know
of a
how many
sudden,
people are in jail, sub, real quick? How many people in jail that don't even know they got that, they could use a habeas corpus to get out of jail? They just sitting in there doing their time. They don't know nothing about the habeas corpus. But I'm going to explain to y'all what habeas corpus is so y'all know. Right? Habeas corpus is a fundamental legal principle that requires the government to justify the detention of an individual and produce them before court so the legality of the imprisonment can be determined. It's often described as you have the body, meaning the detained person must be brought before a judge. This principle helps prevent unlawful imprisonment and ensures that individuals are not held indefinitely without legal justification. This is one of the best motions, right? And I brought it up, and it's crazy that they've been talking about habeas corpus for 2 days, right? I talked about it about 3 days ago. I said habeas corpus, right? Then Donald Trump and his team said they trying to get rid of habeas corpus. So what y'all got to understand with Tory Lanez and his team, they got to push the process because they don't know what Trump gonna do. They may not be able to use the habeas corpus if Trump do what he's doing.
well, let's explain why Trump is doing it. It ain't to stop Tory Lanez from getting out of jail.
Nah, I think Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, I think he possibly would do the right thing, man, and spring him, yo. Because right now that's on his desk.
Yeah, they gotta let him out of there. I mean, there's no
With the
way you can
records
keep
they made
controlling him
yesterday, yo, they had that on the
like
news
that.
stations. His team did a hell of a job by calling the press conference and doing that. Because the governor, you can't say you ain't see this. You can't say you ain't see this. It's on every news channel in the world. Everybody's talking about it. You can't say you didn't see this.
But what about when they say, why is this evidence just down? Why is he just now saying this? Why wasn't this said before?
Well, the bodyguard of Kelsey, because this Kelsey bodyguard saying like he can't just sit back and let an innocent man sit in jail. Right?
Right, but why
But he
they
said,
wasn't doing it?
listen, he said that he wasn't gonna say anything. He was trying to protect Kelsey or whatever the case may be. But now he's coming forth saying something, and he seemed like a disgruntled employee almost, right? They could use this against him, like, yeah, how we know what he's saying true, right? But this ain't the first person that said that. This stuff was said in his trial already. They just didn't get it from the horse's mouth. Now you got the horse saying it. I want to see how they play with it. I think so too, Hitch. I think people was being paid not to talk. And Al Benton said it seems like there's way more going on than it appears because this has so many layers. And that's what I'm saying. It seemed like the more I'm digging into it now, it's like, hold up, y'all been railroading him since the beginning. He didn't get a fair case, right? He just got stabbed up by Mexicans, right? Or whatever the case may be, who we know were the head of the cartels, right? What's the chick name from Desi? Desi Perez? What's her name from Rock Nation?
What are you talking about? I have no idea. I've been out of the
The
game.
the the,
Yeah, I think that's her name, eh?
Desi Perez, the one Jay-Z they said was a rat. She ratted on the cartels and this, that, and the third. We know she got
Okay, yeah.
cartel connections.
Yeah, I heard that name.
You know what I'm saying? And not just she got cartel connections, she's Megan Thee Stallion manager.
Well,
Did anybody hear what I just said, man? Because this might be going over people's
this is a real
head.
case of somebody being railroaded, Ekim. Now you got something to talk about. Now there's somebody being railroaded.
Yo,
I can agree with. We can talk about the other guy, but right here, this guy's been railroaded.
And see, that's why I brought that up, Macha, when I brought it up a little earlier. Is that why would she get immunity if she ain't do nothing? She told exactly what she did. I shot the gun 3 times, 4 times, however many. Whatever I tell y'all, y'all can't use it again. I'm gonna tell y'all everything. But one thing she never did, she never said Tory shot Megan. The chick Kelsey. She just made sure she protected her ass. But they can't use nothing she said against her. She could have said, yo, I shot her in the foot. And this, that, and the third. You give her immunity. Why you giving her immunity if she ain't do nothing wrong? It seemed like this was a collective, strategic. I ain't gonna say strategic because I don't think nobody knew no shooting was gonna happen that night. But I think once the calls start going out, like, oh, we stopped by the police. Oh, this, that, and the third. Oh, this is going on. Oh, Megan saying she got shot in the foot. She really stepped on glass. Whatever they saying, they teams start going to work. And you never know who people connected to, man. But Desi Perez, they say she a snake, yo. I don't even want to meet her.
Yo, why was they trying to give him so much time from the jump, though?
To make an example. Right?
That's a lot of time, man. Shoot somebody in the foot, man. And
first of all, not even just to shoot nobody in the foot. You ain't find no fragments in her foot. You don't even know if she really got shot in the foot.
I heard you say step on a piece of glass.
Come on, yo. It's just so crazy. First of all, if she got shot in the foot, right? They showed the whole video yesterday with her getting with them getting pulled out the vehicle, getting arrested or whatever. The way she was hopping and going to the side and stuff. I said, she didn't get shot in no damn foot. She wouldn't even be walking doing all that.
He said it was bullet fragments.
And I think that could have been that's a possibility too, Hitch, that because he didn't accept the plea deal, that they like, all right, we're gonna burn your ass now. And that's how they play. Yo, sometimes these prosecutors and these district attorneys, the way they play, yo, when you're not working in their favor or trying to do them a favor, they'll try to bury you, yo. Yeah. Colleen Hanna. Listen to this name real quick, because I want everybody to remember this broad, especially the ones in Jersey City. Colleen Hanna. That broad was trying to bury me and had no reason to do so. Only because I kept this dot a 10 with a 5. I'm not taking that. I kept telling her, no, might as well go to trial. When we decided to go to trial, yo, she tried to bury me, yo. She tried to give me every enhancement in the book. Give them Gray's Act. Give them certain persons. Give them all this shit. You're trying to give me 100 years for what? When you hurt their little pride, yo, they got like they got a point to prove, yo. And the courts allow them to do this shit to you. It said, Megan said she initially stepped on some glass, but then made the report that he shot her and offered her money not to report him. First of all, Jason, I swear, brother.
I was trying to say that.
Sub.
I was trying to say.
Yeah, we're about to get all into that, Fly. Hey, Sub, tell Heather that she ain't blocked no more or whatever the case may be. I found out the issue. Trail too. So Trail, if you get into it and listen to this, y'all off that block list. I don't know how y'all got on there, but certain little buttons we pressing. Y'all out of there though. But the guy, Jason said the guy that stabbed him is pure evil, in jail for life for shooting his 13-year-old girlfriend in the face with a shotgun when he was 22. So he's 9 years older than her. She's 13, and they're having an argument. What type of mental do you have to understand an argument with a 13-year-old teenager doesn't warrant no shit like that? You are at it. First of all, you're Yo, you know what I noticed though, Jason? They didn't charge them with molestation, brother. They charged him with the murder. Why didn't he get charged with molestation, kidnapping? Because she ran away to be with him and was staying in his house. If you tell me these laws ain't fucked up in this land, yo, and I be trying to point out the seriousness of this shit to people. Right? It's deeper than him just shooting a girl in the face. How y'all ain't charged this nigga with kidnapping, sex trafficking, all these things, human trafficking? Y'all should have charged him with everything. All they charged that nigga with was murder.
So how is this guy even in position to stab a guy that's in there for shooting somebody in the foot?
Hey, Sub, that's what I was trying to get into, Sub. It's crazy because he's a guy that, first of all, this is a level 3 yard. It's a level 3 yard prison. This is a minimum, medium. It's not nowhere near where those type of people are supposed to be at. He had multiple stabbings already. He stabbed the person before in jail. He got caught with multiple knives. Come on, man. This is a paid hit. He wasn't even supposed to be on that tier with, bro.
I was about to say, yo.
People like him. He's supposed to be isolated, bro.
I was about to say, yo. I was about to say, we got to put this thing in real perspective. What people got to see what's really going on. You got to see what's right in front of your face. How do a violent inmate like this get in the same unit to bust out the doors early in the morning for breakfast and say, yeah, I'm going to get this nigga?
That's crazy, yo.
And being said, worked as a correctional officer. Guys with life are offered all the time money to kill others in jail. They have nothing to lose in most states. So prisoners for hire is common. Absolutely. You'll get a nigga to kill you for $500. Make sure my commissary bag tight back there, man.
A lifer that's a pedophile, that's a gang member. Nothing to lose. He ain't got nothing to lose, bro.
First of all, our crimes have nothing in common. We definitely shouldn't be on the same unit. You are a lifer. I'm going home. Yo, listen, when they put me in what they call it? When I went to Craft is called Central Reception, right? This is where they determine where you're gonna go or whatever. This is in Trenton, right? So they saying all these jails. I'm like, yeah, I'm a slide about. I know I ain't going nowhere that's a max. Then MF is saying, yeah, East Jersey State Prison. And I said, East Jersey State Prison? I'm trying to think. I'm like, damn, what's East Jersey State Prison? I'm like, yo, that's Broadway. That's a maximum security prison. This nigga's down here with life and 3 life sentences and 200 years. Nigga, I got a 10 with a 5. What am I doing here? If something was to happen to me, who fault would that be? We got to start being real. Who fault would that have been? I shouldn't have been on no maximum security unit. Everywhere I went, though, they put me maximum security. They put me there. They put me north, and they put me south. I was all over. Because they thought I was trying to be a leader. Or I had too much influence, they said. Where Ho? I wish Ho would jump in here. Because it's funny how they did me and Ho. Right? All I'm doing is just living my life. I'm just a person that get on the phone all the time. They didn't like this. This is stuff they not used to. So you got the police, the guards. Yo, I can imagine what Tory going through, bro. I can imagine what he's going through. And I hope before he heal up, they be saying he's able to be released and go home, yo, so he ain't got to go back behind the wall. See, now, Alabama, being that you coming from that world, she says I'm going to get to what you said, Mo. She says some prisons allow post-lockup offenders to reside among general population. Lots of times it is because they don't have room in segregation of max prisons. And who fault is that, though?
Hey, yo, but it's low-risk inmates, not these type. He's a violent offender. Yo, in Training Day, Denzel Washington said, what'd he say? 23-hour lockdown, SHU program. That's a real place for those type of inmates that harm other inmates that carry knives. They got place for them type of inmates. Not medium security, bro. No way.
Yo, so what? This is, being that his team, Tory team, didn't let all the information go, right? That they was trying to present for their case. They don't want to let all the eggs out the basket, right? But Tory, he might definitely walk, yo, because when you think about this, yo, you want to find out the dude that stabbed him, how long was he on the unit? Did he just get moved to the unit? Certain things you want to find out, and I'm pretty sure his lawyers and his team is on it. If they just so happen to move that dude to that unit, this is a paid hit, my nigga. And if they find out paid hits is going
his lawyers got to
on
be working
through the jails and the corrections and all, man, listen, bro. I already think he got a lawsuit with the state of California. I already think he got a lawsuit. I already think that if it come out how it's supposed to come out, that Megan Thee Stallion going to jail.
They need to just let the man come home, though. That's the only part I'm really talking about. I mean, all the other stuff is cool, too. Definitely
He
get
said
the law.
yes, but
the
there are not enough prisons.
Man
Trust
need to
some
come
states
home.
and prisons do not have those luxuries. I could see that. My thing is with the prisons, though, is that a lot of the people that's in the prisons shouldn't be in the prisons. Y'all got niggas in prisons for, I mean, not y'all, but they got people in prisons for petty crimes when jail should be for violent offenders. You know what I'm saying? I feel like jail should supposed to be for the violent, the most violent of the most violent. Keep them niggas away. I don't think jail should be for everybody. Y'all, they want to burn everybody for anything. Oh, he jaywalked 6 times. Yeah, give him a year. Man, y'all just want to put niggas in jail, man, for petty shit that y'all like. I don't. Congress, we need to do some. We need to do some revamping of the Constitution, and they really need to go in and do this stuff, yo, because this stuff is becoming beyond crazy.
That's one of my biggest points I've been making for years, man. Go ahead and rewrite the whole Constitution. I don't know how hard it is to get the brightest minds together and do it. I guess it must be impossible, but it really need to be a lot of laws changed. A lot of constitutional rights need to be changed. We need to do a lot to get this thing correctly, man.
I agree 100%.
This girl should have came home immediately. If I didn't shoot the girl in the foot, the man clearly said I ain't do it. The man should have came home yesterday, stabbed up and all.
Yo, and it don't work like that because you got to go through the procedure. Hey, yo, let me say this real quick because I don't know who you are, James. You're not even putting your whole name because it seems like your name might be James. It said, brother, you're getting only 2 or 5 views on live. Me and my team know that's a lie. So you're trying to get some money by getting on our page saying some shit. Either watch the live, nigga, or get the fuck off.
I'm not even
I ain't about to play with no goofies, bro. We don't do that around here. Like, nobody asking for views. Nobody asking for nothing, yo. We just doing our thing on a regular basis, yo. We don't need your interruptions. So keep your comments to yourself, man.
Be good, man. Moving right along, man.
I don't be liking goofies, yo. I hate goofies, and I'm going to check them where they at, man. I don't give a fuck who it is.
I see. No goofiness, please. Please keep the goofy.
We talk about real life issues. You come in here talk about 1 to 5 views, nigga. Get your ass out of here, man.
What else going on, though, man?
Hey.
Given that brutal, unprovoked attack, we felt it necessary to come here today to provide you with this information. It is our intention to make a request to the governor to either pardon. It is our intention to make a request to the governor to either pardon or commute the sentence of Mr. Peterson, so that when he recovers from this attack, he's not returned to a jail cell, but that he's allowed to go home and recover.
Absolutely, L. Benton. And that's what I'm saying. They gotta go through the process, and they gotta prove 100%, not just because he was already found guilty. It's not like he in trial now. Being that he was already found guilty, now it's your job as the person that's guilty to prove that you didn't do it, because they already found you guilty now. Now, in the court of law, and you had this evidence at the time, you might could beat the case. But now that they got to go back, and this is an appeal process, now you got to do a lot of proving that you did not do no shooting. The thing that I really don't like and I dislike, because if he did not shoot that girl, Megan and Kelsey is the 2 cruddiest women I would ever want around. Don't ever come around me again. Don't mention my name. I won't mention your name. You know I ain't shoot you. You went through a whole song and dance. Like I shot you. What was the purpose of getting me locked up? I don't know, yo. All I know is the same week that she was supposed to got shot in the foot, she was doing some shit with flag football running around on the field. I just don't get, like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Inconclusive. And this is what the said. He shot 6 times. If he was the one that shot this gun 6 times, there's no way DNA would not be on this gun. That's what the said. That's science. The other get up there and say, hey, listen, if I testify, will y'all give me immunity? Well, immunity is for a man that can be charged with something.
Yep.
But when you don't know law and you just looking at it from where most are looking at it, you think Tory Lanez shot this, making it. Nah, homie, it's a reason why she asked for immunity.
Yo, all I be saying, yo, is just know the law a little bit, yo. If you know the law a little bit, that should take you a long way. Just knowing a little bit of the law. But I agree with Charleston White right there, 100%, yo.
Yeah, let this man come on home, man. Free that boy.
It's shit, man. I hope he come home too, man. I just hope. If he end up having to go through the whole appeals process, yo, that could be anywhere from 1 to 5 years, man. I already been in jail a year and some change. Y'all just put the appeal process in because y'all just got the new evidence or whatever the case may be. Y'all saying y'all did. So you telling me I could possibly be in here if I let the state of California handle the appeals process and everything they got to do? You telling me that I could possibly be sitting around for another 5 years? Whenever y'all decide to say, yeah, we reviewed your case.
How is that even legal that they can sit around and let that thing sit that long?
Yo, so they'll tell you quick, man. We got over hundreds of thousands of cases we're reviewing. We didn't get to yours yet.
Wow.
I spent my whole time trying to get a pill, yo. And once my papers came back, I realized that the dude that I had doing my paperwork, and it's crazy because he killed himself. God bless the dead. The dude I had doing my paperwork killed himself, but he doing my paperwork putting the wrong date of when I went to court or went to trial. So they revoked my shit on the strength of me just having the date wrong. I probably would have been home within 3 years, but I had to go through the process all over again because this is what I'm saying, why I had to start getting abreast with the law because I let this goofy, no disrespect to him, but I let him do the paperwork and put the motions in, and he got the dates wrong, man. And it backfired on me, and I end up having to do all my time. She said, so they are not going, Albert, and said they are not going to petition to overturn the judgment, but asking to pardon him or commute his sentence. That will get him home quicker. Yeah, but if they commute his sentence, you still guilty, player. And if you want that shit off your jacket, that you ain't do that, and first of all, if they commute his sentence, right, he's still going to get deported. He don't want to get deported. This way he can get his bread and butter at. They're going to deport him. They're going to deport him if they commute his sentence and lower his sentence to where he get out or whatever. But he still got a felony on his jacket, and he ain't going to be in the States for that.
No. Rewind the tape. See, this how little bit I be knowing about stuff. Tory Lanez could be deported to where?
No, they could be deported if this shit don't go how he wanted, and he don't get
from
this
Canada,
shit,
sir.
and he don't get this shit thrown out. He's getting sent back to court, Canada. He will not be back allowed. He will not be allowed back in the United States. You understand what I'm saying? So with them commuting the sentence, that's like a lose-lose. All right, you got home early, but you ain't getting that bag like you used to. All the performances in the United States, where you making most of your money, all that shit is probably out the gate. Yeah,
Well,
but
if
they
he's sued, the money it'll make sense. I don't know. What else we talking about today, man? That's crazy though. Tory Lane, free Tory Lanez, man. Let the man go wherever he want to go. Canada, home, wherever.
I think they should
How we get back? We back to this?
what is this? Hell yeah. So this shit's still going on. I can see if the case was over.
I know one thing. This thing took a turn for the Cassie, not Cassie, for the people against Puffy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be though. When the
it's gonna be a heavyweight fight.
This how it's supposed to be when the prosecution got the lead. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think that I'm gonna say this. I think the prosecution did a great job yesterday. I think they did a great job yesterday. I think they did a great job yesterday, right? They also made it almost look like she was a sex slave, but she wasn't, right? But they proved very well coercion. And that ties into the RICO, right? You coerced her to do all these things, get the escorts, make the calls. She was like your capo, right? She like the capo. You got her running around doing everything while you the consigliere, right? She's your capo. You got her running around. You the big dog. You know what I'm saying? So they made it good with that. But what we want to see today, though, is that cross-examination, yo. Because as good as the prosecution did yesterday, that shit could all go to shit today.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They did a good job proving coercion. Right now, I'm leaning towards, hey, Puff, you got one foot in the jail. You got one foot in the jail. First of all, I think he a creep. And this is what I'll be getting what people hear, what I be saying, right? Even though I'm saying stuff about the law, if y'all listen to the stuff I'm saying, I say him, R. Kelly, is these niggas pedophiles? They preying on young girls. I said this shit. People not listening to me though, right? I'm going by the court of law and the law system. I'm not going by feelings and emotions. I believe Puffy is 1,000% creep. He doing shit I've never even heard of. I've never even seen in the porn movies. This nigga is a weirdo. Yeah, go get the cum and rub it on my nipples. Who is doing like this nigga is a weirdo? But that don't mean that he's, you know what I'm saying, guilty of RICO or sex trafficking. But right now, they got that RICO shit sitting good. They got coercion. I said, damn, they just, and they were setting it up since the day before. When I was saying, oh, they did a bad job. And everybody like, yo, they were setting it up. They make that cross. Hey, Jason, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand the law system and how it works in them courtrooms. That cross-examination might have her boo-hooing up off the goddamn, getting up off the goddamn testifying stand. Get your ass out of here.
Speaking of getting up off the testifying stand, yo, how you think the husband feeling, man, hearing all this, man?
Oh, no, he's not hearing it. Every time they say something that's foul or flagrant about Cassie and her sexual preferences and how she living, they take him out the courtroom.
Oh, word? Oh,
they got to, yo, because if my thing is this, yo, how many kids Cassie got? 3 or 4 now? She ain't had none when she was with Diddy, right?
Right. I think this is her 3rd one she's pregnant with now.
Or 4th, so let's be, because the reason I'm saying this, and I'm not pointing or no fingers is making Cassie seem like the bad guy. I'm just saying about her sexual appetite. This should say a lot. You went and had all these kids after a nigga did all this abusing to you, this, that, and the third. You had all these kids back, and now you got me in trial trying to get my money. I gave you $20 million. I'm just saying her sexual appetite seemed like it's savage. Not saying that it is, ladies.
Get his $20 million back?
Not saying that it is, ladies. I don't know how that's gonna play out because she signed an agreement that she would keep her mouth closed if she got $20 million, and she on stand telling everything. So don't know how
That's what
that's
I'm
gonna
saying.
come.
Because that's the case. Why would I give you the 20 million if you're gonna take the stand on it?
Yo, you know what?
I gave you the 20 mil.
With how calm they said Diddy demeanor is, this shit might backfire against the prosecution. Like y'all using her, y'all can't even use this stuff in how y'all gonna use this? How y'all gonna use it? I want to see what he do to break her down because I gave you 20 million under agreement. So I want to see how this gonna all play out, yo. Oh, you get it, Gina. Gina, you catching on now? Yeah. Her husband was Diddy's personal trainer. Absolutely. And she would have all these babies back to back to back. But I ain't
Yeah,
gonna get into all that, yo. I'm not
I
trying to
agree with
sabotage her
Jay.
character. I'm
I
just
agree with
saying.
Jay saying right there. The husband definitely hearing some of this stuff. I don't care how much he get out the courtroom. If I'm hearing about it, he hearing about it.
It was,
Boy,
hey
I
Van
don't even
Ness,
know
it
how
was
you
30
got.
million. It was 30 million, and they settled out of court. I mean, she settled for the 20, but it was 30 million initially, and she settled for the 20. But it was fast. She got that money in less than 4 days. It didn't take no long process. She got that money fast. But absolutely, like I'm not trying to really sabotage her character, nothing like that. But just hearing certain things, the escort, yeah, she wanted me to piss on him and piss in the mouth, and you know all the stuff she said. I don't know, man.
So y'all saying she should have to get the money back then?
That may be. I'm glad you put that up there, L. Benton, because y'all see what L. Benton said.
Yeah.
I was about to say that too, Warren. I'm about to get to that. L. Benton said an NDA can become void or unenforceable under several circumstances. These include when an NDA is found to be unconscionable, related to illegal activities, violate public policy, or whatever else she said. But I understand that, right? It could possibly be void, the NDA, because they see now though, if it's void, this is the only way that's gonna make it voided though. If they found him guilty of some of these charges. Right? You're going to have to find me guilty of some of these charges. A war. Absolutely. He know his wife is a freak. That's why he married her with no time. He didn't wait 1 second. Girl, I heard all them stories about you. You think niggas passed her around like that for nothing? She went from Ryan Leslie. She went to Diddy. She wanted to get Drake. All these niggas they naming. She was a monster, yo. I'm not gonna put her out there like that. It don't mean she need to be raped or violated or none of that. But she was a freak, man.
Hey man, this crazy.
Yo, hey, Jason, absolutely they be doing some unimaginable stuff. First of all, me hearing all this stuff that Diddy was doing, I cannot look at Diddy the same. And I think I told Fly last night, because we ended up chopping it up last night a little later. I said, Fly, think about this, yo. Think about this. I said, this one scenario that nobody put out there. How about if they not trying to get Diddy to go to jail? How about if they just want to ruin his whole reputation? Because they doing a great job at that.
Yeah, I was saying that
If they
too.
ruin his reputation, he won't be able to do business with nobody. How about they just want to ruin his reputation and his character, and it's not even about convicting the nigga? And that was just a good thought that I put out there because this shit that go on like that, dog.
You know the crazy thing though, the way the world is right now. If he was to beat this, I don't think he would not have a problem being right back in the top of the spotlight.
Because he
Because
got
the
the
way
money.
the world is, that and the way the world is, they into that demon time. They into it. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
a lot of demon time actually going on.
Crazy as it sound, man. He might come out be bigger than he ever was, man. People be like, "Oh, Puffy, he did it, he did it, he did it. Did he
And
do it?
that's what I want to see, L. Benton, right? Because at the beginning of this case, L. Benton says this may not just be about him, but someone else to get to them. We know it's higher uppers. We know it's people over him.
That's what I was saying.
My thing is this, though. At the beginning, we heard about all that, right? We don't hear about that now. You don't hear about them Epstein files. You know, they was gonna have all this list of all the party attendees and where all that stuff go. Why don't you hear that stuff no more? Because the higher uppers already came in and said, shut your goddamn mouth. Deal with him, and that's that. Yo, people don't understand, yo. See, when I was saying something about racism, right? Public schools, judicial system, pretty much anything we get involved with as minorities, black people, we deal with racism. Right? And I bring that up to say, look at this, the current situation that he in, right? You don't think the higher uppers control that? Judicial system ain't about us. It's never been about us. That's a racist system, right? It's never been about us. Certain things have never been about us. So the higher uppers, they got control. Once I learned that all these lawyers, prosecutors, and judges have cookouts and shit together, and they chill out together, they're friends, they went to schools together, I knew it was a no-win. It was a lose-lose situation. Now unless you go get a lawyer from out of the state or outside your city. Only way you're getting off and around a lot of these cases is if your lawyer who does know the judge and know the prosecutor could work you out some deals. Come on, he's a good guy. He's not like that. Your Honor, listen, I'm going to do this. I'm going to slide you this on the side. We're going to let him walk, and I'm going to give you the next guy. This is the shit lawyers do. And I don't know if I was telling Fly or telling somebody, but they're the most corrupt. Lawyers are some of the most corrupt people in the world, right? Because they're supposed to charge you by the hour. They don't pay taxes. Them niggas put their money in vaults, in safes. They're supposed to charge you by the hour so they can monitor the money and the taxes on the money. They don't do that. Right? So the lawyers are really just working with the goddamn system, man. Like I said, not unless you get a lawyer that's outside your city and outside your circumference that's like, yo, I can't stand these MFs. Now you got to fight and chair because you're going in there with somebody that know law and going to make them work. The facts at E, they all in the same game. That's all I'm just been trying to say for real. It's like they are working together. And even in the Tory Lanez situation and the Puffy situation, even though they different situations, they're similar. They similar. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about as far as the process. You know what I'm saying? Even though Tory was able to get out of jail and get a bail and get all that. You know what I'm saying? Can somebody explain to me why Puff didn't get a bail? I'm saying they said he might have been a flight risk, but what did you have of somebody being a flight risk if they've never been in this situation?
I thought you were saying the other day because he was booking them flights. He was on them planes.
But this is what I'm saying, being that he booked flights. This is the same thing they did to the Lil Durk. Right? They booked these flights like they was going out of the country. They said, stop them niggas like they... But you don't have no proof of me being a flight risk.
Nobody get away like Russell Simmons did. Russell ain't coming back. He ain't coming
back.
He
actually was just in New York, yo.
He was?
He was just actually in New York. Somebody posted him on the gram and said, look who I ran into on the street. And he said, don't tell nobody. I said, yo, and Russell Simmons, but like I said, with all these guys, when you look at them, sub, and I'm just being honest, man, when you look at these dudes, and a lot of them are our heroes, right? I can't big them up, including Puffy, even though people think I'm bigging Puffy up, but really, I'm just talking about the law, right? I'm not bigging Puffy up. I'm talking about the law, right? The biggest thing that I see with our celebrities, especially the men, is, yo, they like these young girls, yo, and they all seem like pedophiles, yo. They all seem like pedophiles. There's not one of them you could name that wasn't dealing with some young girl, except it's Denzel Washington that been with his wife forever, Samuel L. Jackson that been with his wife forever. You look at the rest of these niggas, they all indulging in bullshit.
Aha! They got a wife, wives they've been with before they had this bread. This is why the black woman is so strong.
It's crazy, man. Yo, it's only gonna take one thing in this case, right? For like one thing in this case could change everything. It could go to, and I'm talking about the Diddy case. It could go from a denied bond to immediate bond to immediate release. So we gotta play close attention, yo, because this case could go from being, oh, they got him, to, oh, the case thrown out. This is how so wicked the law and the system is. I swear, yo. You could think they got a nigga by the balls, and the next day he walking free. Thank God, man. I knew it was a miracle. I believe in miracles, and so you gotta pay attention, yo. The law is dangerous, yo. It's certain things that you can find in the law, and you could be like, oh, I can use this. Oh shit, this gonna work in my favor. The fruit of the poisonous tree. People don't know what that stuff is. People never even heard of this stuff. I'm pretty sure war ski hold certain people that be on here that been in the situations, but fruit of the poisonous tree. People don't know what that is, man. And this is what I'm saying. Our people need to do research on the law. And you don't have to really do research on the law. I encourage every black individual, every minority, to just go keep you a Black's Law dictionary and put that shit in your car. Keep it in your, it's small. Well, you could get a small one. And you can put it right in your back pocket. That should get you out so much shit, man. Warski said, yeah, I know. But people don't know these terms or this terminology. And you getting caught and they saying shit that's going right over your head. And you like, I don't even know what they talk about. I don't care. And this shit that could possibly free you, nigga. That's what I'm saying. They get it from, they go and watch First 48 and they won't watch these things thinking they know something. Nah, player. It don't work like that when you get in the court systems. You sitting up there and it's looking like, God, especially on trial, dog. I remember we had to pick the jurors, bro. So when I say it was about 40-something jurors in there, bro, it's me, my lawyer. It's just us. I don't got this. Nobody in there. It's just goddamn them in there, the jurors, the people that they trying to select for jury, me, the judge, and the sheriffs, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people against me. You know what hurt me so bad, yo? Out of all the jurors, it was about 6 of them I knew that all said, yeah, I know that nigga. I can't do this. Yo, it was this girl that I used to love so much in high school. Not love her like a relationship type love. Like this was like a sister, like something like, dog, okay. She got up there and she said, they said, do you know the defendant or whatever the case may be? She said, yeah, I know him. She said, where you know him from? She said, we was in school for years and years and years together. They said, okay, you dismissed. I said, oh my God, ain't nobody gonna get up here and say, no, I don't know them that do actually know me so they can work with me. Not one, yo. Everybody went by the law, bro. Everybody went by the law. I said, yo, what the hell? One person, there was another female, I actually grew up with her down by Grandma way. She was Spanish, but she knew I knew her. She used to mess with my boy Quan for years and years and years. This was my home girl. She looked up there, and then she had the nerve when she first came in, before they got her up there, to like wave a little bit. And then get up there and say, yeah. Then get up there and say, yo, I know him. I said, what the hell? I'm definitely going to jail. It's meant for me to go to jail.
She waving at you, man.
Man, you ain't get up there and say, no, I do not know him. And then one girl, she said, I ain't know her though. She got up there, she said, let me ask you something. She said, if I know somebody that dealt in drug trafficking, did that pertain to this case or whatever the case may be? They said, yeah, you know somebody that drug trafficking? She said, yeah, my father. She said, and it seems similar to this case, so I don't want to, I don't know if it's, they said, no, you're not a good candidate for this. You are dismissed. I said, God damn, they getting rid of everybody that Mike could pull for me. When I ended up picking my jurors, that shit looked crazy as hell. That was not a jury of my peers.
All your peers was getting out there. Nah, no.
Yo, when they tell you that, yo, that shit be bogus. Right? I wonder, I gotta look into that too, because I don't know if we could push and say, like, this is not a jury of my peers. We need to do you know what I'm saying, scheduling of jurors. Because this ain't yo, dog, it was niggas up there 20, 30 years seem like older than me, bro. Predominantly, it's probably 2 black people on the whole juror thing. And this is saying we gotta pay attention to all that stuff, man. He said, Jaworski said that is rare. Said no one would do it. Not one person, boy, out of like 6 people, bro, that I knew. And when I say knew, I knew them not in passing. I knew these people actually like, and they haven't saw me in a while. I just so happened to have dreads at the time, right? Because I was on the run. I was running. I'm like Nori. I was on the run eating, right? So I said, I'm gonna start growing my hair out. So when it's time for me to go to trial, I got dreads now. So I'm thinking like, you know, maybe they don't notice me. These motherfuckers notice me, man. I'm like, yo, they ain't gonna pull for me and not one person, yo. Because if I ever got picked for a jury and it's somebody that's up there, I'm gonna at least go hear the case. Nah, I don't know. I'm gonna go hear the case. Damn, that don't sound like that nigga. That don't sound like her. I ain't never seen her. I don't know her to be like that. I'm gonna listen to the case. I'm not just gonna try to spring nobody free because they free.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, because this is interesting actually. What if you do? All right, so you know the person, right? And you know they doing what they say they doing. You still saying you know the person or don't know the person?
I'm gonna hear the case. See, right? As a juror, I could go up there and say, no, I don't know him. And then 3 days later, be like, Your Honor, can I have sidebar? I think I know him. I wasn't sure the first day, when you asked me, but I think I know him, Your Honor. I think you should release me from this case. And they got reserves. They got 5. I don't know how many jurors did I have all together? 2 alternates. So it was 12 jurors and 2 alternates. So I had 14 jurors, 2 just in case anything happened with anybody. So you can send me home and fill me right on in, and the case don't stop.
Mm.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go hear the case at least. Cause I know how the system works. If you heard Scale say earlier, yo, they really railroaded you. He not lying. He not lying. I just didn't have nobody that understood the law out on the street to play my hand. See, the way they got me, they snatched me off the street and snatched my bail. I had paid a ransom bill. I don't want to say how big, but the bail was ransom. Right? I got out. I was out for 2 years. It was supposed to have been a high-profile case. So the lawyer that I'm paying got me out here for 2 years trying to make it not be a high-profile case. Right? So while we out there, I say, oh, all right, cool, I'm out here. What they do is they snatch my bail, yo. They snatch my bail and issue a bench warrant. And I said, what the hell I got a bench warrant for? I finally get to court and the judge said, yeah, it's time to get this case over. You've been on the street entirely too long, this, that, and the third. That's not a reason to issue a bench warrant, Your Honor. I didn't know this at the time, sir. Because I could have stayed back on the street. That's not a reason to issue a bench warrant, Your Honor. You got to have a reason to issue a bench warrant. I missed the court date. I missed something. Not because the case been going on too long. After I paid my bail, how you gonna snatch my bail after I've been on the street 2 years? Right? So they get me and they jam me up. But this is how they jam me up. I don't have no way to get home. I don't have no way to press my lawyer. Right? The people I'm trying to send to press my lawyer, they don't know nothing about the law. Right? So I can only deal with my lawyer for the little half hour to an hour that he come visit me in the jail. I'm trying to tell everybody, yo, I paid this nigga arm and a leg. He works for me. Just go tell this nigga this, that, and the third, and we're going to beat the case. I don't want to get into what happened. I didn't beat the case. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't hold no hard feelings for nobody because I can't expect people to know things that they don't know. You understand what I'm saying? But you live and you learn, yo. It was a learning situation for me where I'm able to be here and tell y'all the things today and say, yo, like, be mindful of the law, yo. Even if it's just a little traffic violation, because you could go to jail for them nowadays. All right, Macha, have a good day.
All right, 10
She said I'm
o'clock,
still
my
here. I just can't hear y'all. I get it. She had to turn that volume off. Hey, Monty, you can put the captions on, though. That'll always work. You can see the words at the bottom. You can put the caption on.
She about to be up in there working, man.
Oh, Chess, I didn't even see Chess Book was saying something. Chess Book says it's all in the game. That's how they play the game. And until we know how to play the game with them, we're going to always be trapped. And that's why I don't think I'm never going to get in those situations no more with the law, with the police, and nothing. Because once you know, how they say, when you know better, you do better. Right? Regardless of me doing better, being that I know they're going to do better because they ain't going to fuck with me like they may have used to because I know too much. I know how to shut them up. You work for me, nigga. You're a public servant. You ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? We just need to know the laws, yo. Better and better and better. We need to do better, man. I'm going to say it one more time. Black's Law Dictionary, that thing is like gold. That thing is like gold, yo. That thing is like gold. Can't stop me on the side of the road. I'm putting that thing right on now. What's the reason for the stop, yeah, officer? What is that you saying? Oh, let me read that up. That is statute 25.3, whatever the case may be, whatever statute it may be, and I'm start running it down. They won't shut up after that, man, because they don't even know. They don't even know their own laws.
He can make you want to just go go do something just to get locked up so you can beat the case. What?
Yo, I'm just saying, yo, because for real, man. Hey, sir, I swear to God, you'd be surprised, yo, how much the police don't know their own laws, yo. They really don't understand their own laws. You have some that do understand the statutes and stuff like that, but not everybody, yo. A lot of them cops is oblivious to the law, bro. And that's why they constantly break it. See, they constantly break the law, and then you have the government give them a pat on the back, slap on the wrist. Only because we don't know the law and we're not pushing the issue on them. Like, nah, you can't give them a pat on the wrist for that. That warrants an X, Y, and Z. This is how that's supposed to go. You got to do some more. We got to do more united, man. I swear to God, War, because I didn't know what I was going to get. War said the worst words I ever heard in my life was, I sentence you. Woo, boy.
Yeah, that's...
Boy, oh boy, man. Let me tell you about War, man. And I don't like to put our business out there, War. You know me and War cross paths. I don't know if you know that, sir.
Go ahead. I might have.
So War, I didn't even know War knew I was in the building. War was sending these kites, not kites, but like these law library slips for tell Kim to get on the law library, get on the library list. And I said, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just down here so it took me a while to get down there to the library because he was down under on his way out. Or whatever the case may be. So we was in different units. And only place we could hook up at was in the law and the library. One day I go down there, so let me go down here, because he keeps saying come to this. And I go in there, I'm like, yo, War big as hell. Yo, look at this nigga. He in there. Like, look at this shit, man. I said, look at this shit. But you come across so many dudes, man. And I just look at the game different now, yo. You got to understand how I felt to go in there and see people like Money Kurt. So come across Money Kurt in Yardsville. You know what I'm saying? He used to be coming around us every day. We didn't think he was that off his rocker.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So to come across certain people, for me to come across the kid Mark I went to school with, and to hear what they called him up at New Brunswick and at Rutgers College, it's just like, yo, this ain't the place for me. I'm not in this caliber of individual. Nah, serious stuff, because so many people that you know, you're like, God damn, you locked up for that, yo? When you sitting with a nigga, he talk about, yeah, man, How much time they gave you, bro? And you like, man, I'm in and out, bro. I'm a short time. I never used to tell niggas my time. I'm a short timer, man. I'm in and out of here. And niggas say, man, yeah, they gave me 230 plus years. And you like, what? What the fuck?
Wow.
I'm ready to get up and move from around you, nigga. And this nigga played basketball with us every day. Like he was not worried. 230 what years? When you go do your legal work and you like, yo, brother such and such, I don't want to say people's names, even though I done said some name. Brother such and such, can you help me with this this legal work or whatever the case may be? Yeah, you know, I went through something similar to this. You know, right now I'm trying to get back to 3 life sentences, and you sitting there like, yo, what the fuck am I doing here, bro? I'm a nigga that got time. I see freedom at the end of the door. Some of these niggas ain't going nowhere, man, and it make you be like, yo. And then some of these brothers are such good brothers, and you like, yo, they'll never make it home a day in their life, bro. Niggas just made simple mistakes, yo, that they can't take back.
Hey, yo, real quick, now you said that Tory Lanez was saying this. Tory Lanez was in a position to get somebody home on the same situation, somebody that was sitting down on full life sentences, that was sitting around him, that didn't have the funds to fight the case, and he got with Tory Lanez, and he wound up coming home on full life sentences.
And not for nothing, I think that's why it's gonna work in his favor, because I think the state of California don't want it to be no race riot or no race war, because this could possibly turn into this. Yeah, the black niggas already said they standing up. Soon they bust the doors. So 9 times out of 10, they got the doors locked down on all jails in California because they don't know the outcome of how it's gonna play. But when they bust them doors, niggas already said, yo, we turning it up, right? But they don't want that to happen. They don't want that to happen. So before to prevent that, they're gonna have to make right with they're gonna have to make some arrangements for Tory. Because this could possibly get out of control, yo. It could possibly get out of control real bad, man. Chess Book said too short for conversation. Hey, Chess Book, that's why I never, even though I had see, they say a 10 with a 5. Most people hear the 5 and say, oh, you only had 5 years. No, I had a 10-year sentence. Right? The mandatory minimum is 5 years, but I could possibly do the whole 10 years. Right? All I gotta do is fuck up some good time, beat a nigga up, anything, get involved with anything, and now 5 years is 7. I end up doing 6 and some change. Right? But they could have pulled the whole 10 out my ass. You understand what I'm saying? But even with 10 years, bro, I'm too short to talk. I'm in and out of here. I don't got nothing going on. I don't want you niggas trying to set me up.
We can't talk too long, man. 200 years, jeez. Shit.
Hey, that's a lot of people coming out the woodwork. Hey, my bad. Hey, Hill, I ain't there. He talking about 100 big fact. Hill was down northern with me. I don't like putting people's business out there. My bad, Hill, for saying you were down northern with me, bro. You understand what I'm saying? But he was down northern with me, and he understand exactly what I'm saying, yo. First of all, northern need to be shut down. Certain things need to be discussed, right? Because I heard Al Benton talk about the jail system and how they are and how it's not enough jail. First of all, northern need to be shut down. They have water bugs like this around our food all the time in the camps. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Tell them, hell figure. They used to feed us good. Don't get it twisted. They fed us good. But you could be standing in the line, yo, and see water bugs all around your shit, man. So some of these jails are in the worst condition. Rawway look like it's hanging by a tooth. Hanging by a thread.
Anytime I see Rawway from the outside, of course, looking at it, it does not look like it's in good shape.
It's hanging by a thread. When you go in there, they got all types of beams and bars, look like it's holding the jail together, like it's gonna collapse on top of everybody. First of all, that shit was so shocking, and so when the first day I'm in there, they put us in a cage. So we in the cage. We watching all these niggas walk down in lines and shit from this way. I'm like, oh man, niggas watching everybody in the cage like that piece of meat. I said, man, these niggas looking, so I'm gonna look too. I gotta see the niggas I know, at least see some niggas I know. I start seeing people I know. I said, all right, I'm good in here. I'm good in here because I don't know what type of how it's gonna play out. But once people start moving on the line and messing and all that, you like, oh, all right, I see a few people I know. Well, I be trying to tell people, yo, I just look at the whole game different, man. I look at the game different. I look at life different. Like this last bid, yo, like I only had a skid bid before that. But this bid right here opened my eyes a lot, yo, to like, especially seeing people that like you had rapport with at one time and y'all just completely lost conversation because of their situations or whatever the case may be. And a nigga like, yeah, yo, I ain't never going home, man. You know, I done tried to put in a pill. I exhausted all my pills. So now I'm trying to get supposed to get conviction relief and people trying to do all this stuff to get home. I'm actually glad to see one person that we was with made it home. War, and I know you know who I'm talking about because I see him all over social media doing his workout shit. But nigga had life, bro. Nigga had life, yo, and he shouldn't have got life because he was only 17 at the time, and I think that's how he got around it. You know what I'm saying? But they made sure they got 30 plus years at him.
30 plus?
Stuff, you know him too. It's crazy because you'll see him, you'll be like, oh shit, I ain't seen him in forever. Yeah, he had him in jail all those years.
It's crazy.
The night, I'm gonna just say this. The night Moet, let me not say Moet name. Let me hold up. I'm gonna leave that alone because I'm about to say something. One night I remember something happening with Moet in the square. And
so good.
The night that happened, that dude was there. But a few days later, he caught a body.
Never came back. 30 years
It never
later.
came back. And people don't even understand, or a lot of people don't even understand why they don't see him. And why they ain't see him. But he back out there, and I feel like he deserved to get back out there. He did 30-something years, from 17 to now. And just to be making it home, and only reason he made it home because he would have been home. Only thing was holding him was he had that L. He had the life. If I could give the life sentence back, if I could give the life back, forget the term, 25 to life, 28 to life. If I could just get an L back, I'm going home. It's so hard to get that L back, bro. It's niggas in there dying trying to get, I'm literally dying trying to get their L's back, bro. And I don't mean to bore y'all with the real talk.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times real talk goes over people's head and they don't want to hear that shit. But this really the shit people be needing to hearing. Because you got kids, you got sons, you got daughters, you got boyfriends, you got people that don't really know the law and don't know what they up against out here. See, we got to stop going along and get along and just going through life like ain't nothing out goddamn concerned. And that's what I'm saying. By going to prison, that shit taught me a lot about life, yo, and what's really important. And the stuff that I really need to pay attention to. And ways that I can help my people.
Yeah, I hope them cats come home, man. They got a whole new focus on though, man. Because the truth is, we can sit in there, do 30 years, come home and go right back, man. That's the thing, man. Staying home. So when I see cats like Warski, you, Dave, you know what I mean? We go down the list, man. A bunch of cats that stay home, man, because I know that turnaround time be quick a lot of cases. I'm talking to a dude one day, it's all good, you home. I'm surprised. Next thing you back or dead. You know what I mean? Just to keep it real, one way or another. That'd be the torment right there. Like, Dad, you've been gone. Like with O situation. You know what I mean? Man was gone for 20 years. You know what I mean? For something that it was a sloppy case. You know what I'm saying? He probably should have beat it, right? Whatever the case may be. He go do the time, come home, and now he gone.
Yo, sometimes I used to feel sorry for people, yo. Like older guys that was in the jail or whatever. Like, you know, I come in. Yeah, it'd be almost impossible for me not to say names, but I come in and this guy, even though he wasn't from Jersey City, he was from like Plainfield or something like that. But we end up being cool. But he had already been down 30-something years, right? I was cool with a lot of the old heads, man. I'm pretty sure I wore no Raheem Tweedy and all of certain people. I was cool with a lot of the old heads, man, the Muslims, I was cool with a lot of the old heads. And this guy, I happened to take a liking to him, right? Hearing his story, yo, he been down 30 plus years, and then he was a cool dude. He had that walk and he had that throwback joint. You know what I'm saying? He was funny. And then one day I happened to be in the goddamn mess hall, and this guy, man, got piss running down his legs. I said, yo, you all right, bro? He said, nah, I gotta go ahead and get the medical, man. I gotta hurry up and get the medical. Whole time, yo, he had cancer, was dying from cancer, and that shit fucked me up for a while in jail, yo. I'm like, damn, I don't even know why I got cool with this dude, man. I don't even know why I got cool with this dude. Yo, whole time he was dying from cancer, I ain't even know it, man. But before I end up rolling out, lo and behold, man, you know, they hit the button on to let you know somebody on off count. Somebody off count. Somebody down Broadway's going off count every day. One said that shit will either kill you or build you. Walker tell you though, down Broadway, that buzzer went off every day. That letting you know somebody was either fatally injured or dead or something happened. Every day, dog. And you like, what's going on?
That's crazy, man.
But for us to stay out of these situations, I can tell y'all again, I'm just trying to get my input, my help a little bit. Invest in a Black's Law Dictionary, man, so you could at least be able to talk. They talk when they talking it to you. And keep that book with you everywhere you go. So when they talking they legal jargon and they think you don't know what you're talking about, you pull that thing back on them and shoot they shit back at them niggas gonna tighten up, trust me. Trust me. Especially in them states where they gotta wear them cameras. Get you one of them goddamn Black's Law Dictionary. I'm telling you, man. You won't see me involved in nothing, dog. It's gonna be almost impossible. Now I gotta pop go to Weasel. Other than that, I ain't in no trouble, man.
I hear that. That's what's up. Man, this
That's
is
how
an
I feel,
informative
boy. I
day.
ain't never going back, bro.
I'm so glad to hear y'all say that, man.
No, they say you live and you learn, sir. You can either live and learn, or live and falter. And I ain't trying to falter or move backwards or rewind time. No, I'm trying to move ahead. I'm trying to progress. I'm trying to accomplish some things. I always had goals. You know what I'm saying? So imagine, once I look back at my life, I realized, like, damn, yo, I done wasted 10 years of my life in the prison system. Not with this bid, but all together. I wasted 10 years of my life. So it's 10 years of my life that's missing where I could have been accomplishing so much other shit with the type of brain that I have. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't do nothing but fault myself. Like, nigga, you's an idiot. A real leader leads, yo. A leader don't follow, and I did a lot of following, yo, trying to as the leader. If that makes sense. So, like I said, man, I don't want to bore y'all with the real shit, but
nah, this wasn't boring at all, man. This was very informative, man. It actually gives an eyesight to how passionate you be getting about cats trying to get off. We understand now. I mean, I'm sure if nothing else, the people right now got to be thinking like, oh snap! Well, now I see why E. Kim always looking for the loophole, because it's a lot of cats out there that's doing or have done way more time than what they should have done. I agree with that a lot. I also always agree with, hey man, try to keep your nose clean, man. Try to stay out of doing things. And I know a lot of cases it's hard, man. You got to do a lot of things for one, financial gain, protection. You never know who out here trying to harm you. You know what I mean? So I understand how crimes can happen, but you know what I mean? You got to do your best to stay out the way, man. And just keep a certain type of characters away from you, man, because that right there alone gets you in trouble. Having somebody else to either snitch on you or something. Do something that you ain't not even
Hey,
aware
so
of.
I had
Now
to
you
learn
feel
this the
good.
hard way, right? Like a lot of people don't know, in our hood, the West District, the area that I'm from, right? They had my whole neighborhood on the wall, right? Pictures and everything, barcodes. So like all this stuff they had, and I'm like, what are they thinking is going on? We just out here doing music for real. But they made us into a whole gang that when I went down, that this shit symbolized gang shit. And I said, this ain't got nothing to do with no gang. I'm the first person to ever have this shit. They play dangerous, yo. I see Chess Books, and I heard Southwood's dangerous too. The reason Southwood's so dangerous is because they take away your privileges, man. They ain't giving you the privileges, yo. They like I said, I was down Broadway. We had 88 channels, bro. We had 7 movie channels, dog, that we could watch on any given day. Monday, Tuesday, you got good movies on every day, right? Now you can tell you down here with the lifers because they're gonna make it shake some things for it to be comfortable. You get down southwards, you got 25 channels and 5 of them religious channels, all Catholic. So you got 20 channels that ain't got nothing on it. You barely got USA. So niggas down there going through something. They don't got no stingers. They don't got no hot pots. For you to get your food heated up, you gotta hope somebody in the kitchen is willing to put your thing under the little stove to heat your food up, man. So Southwoods is a straight up hole. Even though it's a newer prison, that's like one of the worst of the worst, let me tell it. I think Broadway was the best. And that was maximum security. When I got down Southwoods, I was so hot that I wasn't in Broadway. Yeah, we ain't got too much time left. What to say? What time is it? We ain't got too much time left. I know to talk y'all ear off about the legal situation, man, all these legalities and
Big
all
shout
these.
out Detroit. Detroit was good. Jason Gutter
Oh,
out
what's up,
there.
brother? Salute Detroit, man. Salute
Our
Detroit, man.
people's out there, man.
I actually went to Detroit one time, man, and I ran into Roy. I
Yeah, I
ran into
heard.
Roy, ran into to Ruff, and as gutter as fucking Detroit was, yo, I loved it, brother. I love it. It reminded me a lot of where I'm from, even though we just this big. But I love Detroit. And one thing about Detroit at the time, so the women Detroit was a beautiful place, man, to me, man. They
I've
know
been
how
to
to have a
Detroit.
good time.
Stayed out there for a while. Roy's out there. I've been out there a few times, and Detroit is okay, man.
Hey, Roy, you're 100% right with that. He said the mental institution, aka prison, will help you find what you lost out in the streets, which is your right mind. But the thing about finding your right mind, well, you got to be seeking your right mind. You got some niggas and they ain't think about their right mind. I'd be like, this nigga goofy, like he ain't never been in jail. You been in here 15 years, 19 years. I had gotten to it. I wish Hov was on here. I got into it with a nigga, and I want to say his name so bad because I know you'll know who he is, boy. But we on the basketball court, and this nigga act like he trying me. I said, yo, brother, we ain't gonna do that, yo. I'm not even gonna play the game, nigga. We can set this off now. We can go in the unit. How you wanna? After we finished playing the game, he was like, no, I was just trying to get under your skin, dog. You cannot do that. I'm in a maximum security prison. My first time in here, brother. I don't know niggas is playing. You can't be playing with me, yo, because I'm ready to risk it all. I'm not gonna be example in nobody's jail, man. And that's what I'm saying. The whole time, that was his character. He's a big kid, and you like, yo, you already been in here all these damn years, and you ain't learned nothing. Oh, they said you got 45 years. Okay, I get it.
He got locked up before he matured. He's stuck in that same kid mentality.
Damn, so damn, boy, you just hit that, yo, because that's exactly what was going on with him. I don't know if he like that now because he's 9 times out of 10 still in the prison. But that is definitely what's probably going on with him, yo. And that's a good take on that, sub, because he got locked up at 19.
Yeah.
For homicide. So That says a lot, yo. But I didn't know him like that. Other people knew him. You know what I'm saying? He was good in basketball. I was good in basketball. You know, I'm the new guy out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we kicking their ass. They like, who the fuck is this nigga? Where he come from? And he trying to play with me. Nigga, you too skinny to play with me, first of all. Know what you getting into. We not gonna play them games, bro. Like, I'm not doing that, yo. You not gonna play with me in front of all these niggas, making them think they can play with me. We ain't doing that. So I flipped on him.
Yeah.
And when we was going back in, I was like, I kept telling Hov, watch when we get inside, yo. Soon we get inside, I'm not playing no game. I'm taking this nigga head off, man. Before we get inside, though, the nigga like, yo, I'm just fucking with you, man. Stop taking things so personal and this, that, and the third, man. You know I fuck with you. And I'm like, I don't know you fuck with me, man. We speak, but he's like, nah, I ain't mean nothing by it. I said, man, Hogan, I'm like, let that shit go.
Time. That's it. That's it. Show over, Fly.
Hey, yo, we love y'all, man. We love y'all. Memorial Day Mask. The Have-Nots mascot, 1-4 for the Band of Brothers. 1-4 for the Barcode Boys called Chronicles. Morning show. Like I say all the time, we love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I would like for y'all to get over there to the YouTube once again. Help us increase them numbers. Them numbers are surely going up now. We want y'all to like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment, man. We'll get back to you. You know what I'm saying? Those that's new, go over there and comment. Go check out some of our past stuff. And like I said, we love y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Freestyle Friday. Live music review.
Facts. Tomorrow is Freestyle Friday. I am Steven with the V, and the V stands for victory. Hulk Hogan with the slogan, and I ain't even joking, you dig? Hey, make sure you check out Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. Every day we on here. Big shout out to Scale. He was a little busy today. I am 1-4 for the Band of Brothers podcast, 1-4 for the Barcode Boys CC, Car Chronicles. Come check us out. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Fly Global, Mr. Everywhere. You ain't never there. I am the Jersey representing the South. Freestyle Friday tomorrow, music reviews. Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow. We appreciate y'all for tapping in today. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. Peace.
You niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live. Might not be the same result for you.
I'm about halfway to nowhere, and I know what I gotta do. I'm about peace that's unfolding, and I just need gotta go. I need love, I need patience. Take me back to the basics. I just need one more shot at living. I just need one more shot like Pippin.
Niggas can't walk the path that I walk. Niggas can't do the things that I do. Niggas can't live the way that I live.